Ladies and gentlemen, those idiots over at Lucasfilm still think we care, and they are unveiling the new official timeline of Star Wars. Now, this is brand new, and this was a very fun video for me to make, because at the very end, I tell you exactly what this means, and you're going to want to watch it, because it's really, really interesting. Enjoy. First up, in the very beginning, we have Dawn of the Jedi. Now, this is from 0 BBY to about 25,000 BBY. Now, this is the very beginning, right? At least that's what Disney is telling us. This is where the Jedi began, apparently, or something. It doesn't really matter. Now we get the Old Republic. This is 25,000 years before the Battle of Yavin, right? And this is the good stuff. We got Darth Revan. This is where we get some of our best stories ever created in Star Wars. But unfortunately, those idiots at Disney have chosen to completely ignore these stories, because the people over at Lucasfilm, the people over at Disney are complete morons. They don't care about making good Star Wars content. They care about pushing out the agendas, push out the identity politics, push out the dog shit, really. Which brings us to the next phase. This is the High Republic. This is Disney's 100% creation. This is 100% entirely Disney, and this is the High Republic. This takes place 300 years before the Battle of Yavin to 82 years. So this takes place before the prequels, and this is the dog shit era. This is the Disney creation. They've apparently made a bunch of books that nobody bought, nobody read them. I mean, seriously, lightsaber to my head, I would not be able to tell you who any of these losers are. No one can. Nobody cares. This is the dog shit era. This means nothing. Absolutely nothing. Which brings us then to the fall of the Jedi. Now, this is the prequel era, but now Disney is calling it the fall of the Jedi. And this is probably like the best of the best, right? This is where we get Revenge of the Sith, we get most of the Clone Wars. This is like top tier Star Wars right here. Then after this, we get Reign of the Empire. Now, we do get some quality content out of this. We actually do, because we actually get the Bad Batch, the Fallen Order video game, the Solo Star Wars movie, which was an underrated movie, the Kenobi show, which was complete dog shit. We get the Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Andor, which is good, Star Wars Rebels, and then we get Rogue One, which was the best Star Wars Disney movie. And then we get the original trilogy era, or as Disney is calling it, the Age of Rebellion. And this is the original trilogy. These are the OG heroes. This is the Trinity when it comes to Star Wars. We have Han Solo, Princess Leia, Luke Skywalker, who happens to be the main hero of Star Wars. Make no mistake about it, he is the main hero. And then after this, we get the New Republic era. Now, this era had potential, right? We got The Mandalorian Season 1 and 2, which was nearly perfect, but unfortunately, those idiots over at Disney couldn't help themselves. They inserted the identity politics. They inserted the agendas, right? And then we got Season 3, which was complete dog shit. And the same goes for the Book of Boba Fett. It was a very, very overrated show. Not very well done. It had a bunch of weird shit in there, like the Power Rangers of Tatooine on their Vespas. And of course, now we're getting the Ahsoka series, which we're only 2 episodes in, but I just don't have a good feeling about the Ahsoka series. And finally, we have this. This is the Rise of the First Order. At least that's what Disney is calling this. But we all know what this is. This is the sequel trilogy. And what this really is, what this trilogy really is, or this era, what it really is, this is cow manure. This is the cow manure. Well, no, I'm not going to say cow manure, because cow manure has some use, right? You can fertilize with cow manure. No, this is the sludge on the bathroom floor on a public rest stop. This is like when you go to a urinal and you're like standing right there at the urinal and then you feel like splashing around your feet like right next to the urinal. That's what this is. You think it's water, but we all know it's urine. That's what this era is. That's what the First Order, the sequel trilogy, that's what this is. The Rey saga. This is the liquid that your feet splash when you're taking a whiz in a public restroom while you're using the urinal. That's what the sequel era is. And now finally, the reason why the Ahsoka series doesn't mean anything, the reason why anything that Disney creates doesn't mean anything, it's all trash, is because this is the end. This is where it's all ending up to. This is what it's leading up to right here. The Star Wars sequels. That's why Star Wars under Disney doesn't mean a damn thing, because this is what they did with the franchise. This right here, this is what they're telling you that the new hero of Star Wars is. It's not Luke Skywalker. It's not Anakin. No. It is Rey. Rey is your new hero. She is your new Luke Skywalker. And that is where they're going with this. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. That is the new official timeline of Star Wars. Let me know what you think down in the comments. And like always, don't forget to subscribe. Sensational.